Hi people, I'm just here to talk about domestic violence and how to put a stop to it. I went through it for 17 years on and off with my ex, and I just wanted to help other women out there, understand the red flags. I've been through it all. I've been thrown down, kicked on the floor, had my eyes black, my ribs fractured, and I would just like to let people know that it's not okay for this to happen. This is not love. You need to get out as quick as you can when you see all the red flags, which is when it starts out, they start telling you what to wear, what to do, make you stay at home, isolate you from family and friends, and they just completely try to take control over your whole life. So if you are going through any of this, you better notice the red flags before it's too late. Because if you don't, then it's going to hurt you in the long run. It's going to age you fast. It's going to take your dignity away from you, make you feel like that you've done something wrong when you haven't. It's not your fault. It's the perpetrator's fault. They should never be allowed to do that, and I hope if women get this message from me that they'll understand what I've been through and that they'll try to get out of it as soon as I can and go to a domestic violence shelter. I had my self-esteem was so low that it took me a long time to be able to understand what was going on with me. I had people talk to me and, tell me that it wasn't my fault, because I thought for the longest time it was my fault, but it wasn't. So hopefully if you get this message, ladies, just try to think of your own self and your dignity and your well-being and stuff, and I wish you a happy day. Thank you. It does bother me sometimes when I talk about it, so I'm sorry I shut down a little bit. It's hard to make young ladies, when they think they're in love with somebody, to understand that if a person starts doing this to them, that it's going to get worse. It's not going to get any better. When they do it, they'll apologize for it and say they won't do it again. But as soon as you take them back, if you've left them, then they start over again, and it just gets worse. So you should try to think about this and get yourself out of there and start over. It wasn't easy when I first got out of mine, because I walked about 4 or 5 miles out the road and went to another place, and some people helped me find a domestic violence shelter, and I stayed there for a while. And I went to GED class and got me a job and got myself back on my feet, and it took me a little while to get the money saved up, but I bought myself a car. I had to take baby steps to get myself back on my feet, but it was worth it. So please try to think about this and think about how you would like to make a change in your life and do what's best for you. If I had to done over again, I would have done it back years ago when I was a lot younger, so I wouldn't have to go through the suffering that I do now. And it don't go completely away even after the fact. You're left with it for good. So you'll be scarred for life once you've been through it. But getting out of it as early as you can, then maybe you can help yourself better. I hope you have a good day. Thank you. Bye.